admitted students of the University of Ibadan. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to this epoch-making occasion of another milestone in the history of the great University of Ibadan, the first and the best. Let me heartily congratulate the newly admitted students for the privilege of gaining admission to the prestigious University of Ibadan. It is not just a privilege, but a real one considering the number of students that applied, out of which just a fraction was admitted. You are here today as freshers because you are considered the best out of the so many that have applied. It is my considered opinion that you are not the best by accident, but by dint of your hard work and determination to be part of the tradition of excellence that the University of Ibadan is known for. It is thus right for me to say congratulations to you against the backdrop of the fact that gaining admission into the University of Ibadan is like the proverbial camel passing through the needle's eye. Our admission process in Ibadan is completely transparent and objective. It does not answer to man knows man. Nobody can be admitted, even with a score that is 0.001 below the established cutoff point for the course that he or she has applied for. Our process of admission is this stringent because we are interested in the best input so that our output can also at the same time be excellent. This is the tradition you have been admitted into, and you have an obligation to prove that you are not false negatives. You can be sure that our system is wired to flush out false negatives that one way or the other may have slipped through our admission process. The University of Ibadan was founded in 1948 as a college of the University of London in the ancient city of Ibadan, and in the finest tradition of British excellence. It went on to become a full-fledged autonomous university years after, and it has retained the tradition of excellence over the years. When the university started in 1948, it started with only three faculties: the Faculty of Arts, the Faculty of Science, and then the Faculty of Medicine. We have now grown in leaps and bounds, and let me inform you that right now we have 21 faculties. We have 2 colleges. We have a College of Medicine that is adjudged the best in sub-Saharan Africa. And also, apart from that, we have a postgraduate college that is the flagship of postgraduate education in the African continent. In 2023, when we celebrated our 75th anniversary, the university was able to produce our postgraduate college. You produced 6,500 master's graduates and 722 doctoral graduates, which undoubtedly is the highest in the African continent. Let me also inform you that apart from that, we also have a Pan-African University for Life and Art Sciences Institute, including health and agriculture, which is an initiative of the African Union. In the whole of the West African sub-region, we are the representative. And as I speak to you right now, we have students from 46 African countries. But that is the university that we have chosen. Let me quickly add that Ibadan prides itself in training rounded individuals. In other words, your academic performance alone does not earn you the degree of the University of Ibadan. Rather, our certificate is awarded based on character and learning, and in that particular order. So as you work hard to excel academically, you must be mindful of your character as a heavily weighted factor in earning the degree of the University of Ibadan. We are gathered here today to introduce you to the university, the processes you will pass through, the academic requirements, the physical environment, available facilities, and the social environment. To walk you through these various facets and seasoned personalities who will be part of molding your life in the university. I urge you to listen to them with rapt attention. Take notes of what they needed to tell you and make sure that you reflect on them thereafter. Without any doubt, the things that you are hearing today and how seriously you attend to them will determine the outcome of your journey in the University of Ibadan. Let me quickly introduce you to the academic structure of the university. Students are admitted into departments within the context of faculties and, in some cases, colleges. The departments are headed by heads of departments that is supported by other lecturers, while faculties made up of departments and they are headed by deans. Any individual is considered a student when he or she properly registered as a student in a particular department through our online registration portal after the initial clearance by our admission office. This shows that the very important nature of registration, which is a ritual that is carried out at the beginning of every session until a student graduates from our university. Registration is not infinitely elastic. Students are expected to register within a specified period, and failure to do so may attract severe penalty. It is important to note that if a student fails to register for a particular session, the studentship of such students by default lapses. What this means in a very plain language is that the defaulter ceases to be a bona fide student of the University of Ibadan. I therefore encourage you to take the issue of your registration seriously because it is the basis of your studentship. Ibadan has one of the best and book-studied library in the country. It is called Kennedy Library. You will be given information on how to register and how to use the facility. I encourage you to make good use of the library in order to deepen and augment what you have been taught in the class. There are e-resources also in our library in addition to the hard copy of the books. Every student admitted is allocated to a hall of residence, and this is your hall for the duration of your stay in the university. It is expected that you will use the facilities in the hall responsibly. The halls of residence are directly under the Student Affairs Division that is headed by the Dean of Students and are managed by the respective hall management team that comprises the hall masters or mistresses, as the case may be, the wardens, assistant hall wardens, supervisors, porters, and also supported by the elected hall executives, which are definitely students. As part of the efforts to make training holistic, there is an enabling environment for students to get involved in governance through the democratic process of electing their representatives at various levels. This, we believe, will sharpen the leadership potential and deepen the democratic culture, thereby preparing students for life even outside the university campus. I therefore encourage you to be part of the campus politics, but in a very responsible and functional manner. Without any fear of contradiction, I can tell you that Ibadan has the best student union building in Nigeria. It is your building, a housing the secretariat of the student union government. Your health is equally important to us, and so the university has a robust health service that is located along Jaja Avenue. You are mandated to register at the University Health Service and make proper use of the facility if the need arises. All work without play make Jacks a dull boy. Still, in the spirit of training rounded students, there are sports facilities on campus comprising a stadium, indoor sports hall, standard swimming pool, lawn tennis courts, gymnasium, volleyball court, squash facilities, to mention but a few. You are to make use of these facilities either for recreation or even for competitive sport through the various university sports teams as registered students of the University of Ibadan. The university has a zoological garden and botanical garden for lovers of nature. It is also used for research purposes. The University of Ibadan also encourages spiritual development and allows students to practice their respective religions without let or hindrance as long as they do not infringe on the right of others and also not contravene the established university rules. There are designated places of worship and bodies to regulate religious engagement. Be rest assured that the right to practice whatsoever religion that you prefer is guaranteed under the ambit of our rules. As I wind down, let me inform you that your social life is equally important. There are registered student clubs on campus. You are free to join any one of them that catches your fancy. If you are in doubt of the status of any of the club that you are introduced to, please seek information. Our Students Affairs Division will be there to guide you. Do not join any club that is not registered. Meanwhile, let me inform you that the University of Ibadan has zero tolerance to cultism. Please be properly guided. Therefore, given your past academic achievement, the history of the University of Ibadan, the opportunities available to you, and the efforts being made by the management, can I inform you that you have everything you need to stand on the shoulders of giants and see further than they did. If you see further than they did, you should achieve much more than they did. And I can tell you that the race begins now. I congratulate you once again for successfully making it to the University of Ibadan. And I wish you success in your journey ahead. Welcome to the place to be. Welcome to the home of giants. Welcome to the University of Ibadan.